Hi, my name is Harinder Singh Brar. My student ID is 20172853. Today I am talking about Securing SportX, a comprehensive guide to threat analysis and protection strategies. Table of content, asset evaluations, weighted factor analysis worksheet, threat and vulnerabilities, risk calculation, risk treatments, making headquarters secure by design, plausible protection mechanisms. Sets evolution. The five most valuable sets of SportX are customer database, order database, product database, email server, and web server. Talking about weighted factor analysis worksheet, there are four main factors that affect assets that are importance, confidential integrity, and availability. These are rating from 1 to 10. 1 is very low and 10 is very high. So talking about assets, customer database, importance 9, confidentiality 9, integrity 9, availability 8. Order database, importance 9, confidentiality 9, integrity 10, availability 9. Product database, importance 8, confidentiality 7, integrity 9, availability 9. Email server, importance 9, confidentiality 9, integrity 10, and availability 9. Web server, importance 8, confidentiality 8, integrity 9, availability 9. Moving to next slide, threats and vulnerabilities. Assets, customer database, threats are unauthorized access, data breaches. Vulnerabilities are weak authentication controls. Orders database, threats are database corruption, DOS attack. Vulnerability, lack of data backup, and disaster recovery measures. Product database. Threats are unauthorized modification, data loss. Vulnerability, insufficient access controls. Email server. Threats are email phishing, email server downtime. Vulnerability, lack of email filtering mechanisms. Web server. Threats are web defacement, payment fraud. Vulnerability, unpatched software vulnerabilities. Moving to risk calculation, assets and the threats and impacts, livelihood and risk. Impact and livelihood is rating from 1 to 5, whereas 1 is very low and 5 is very high. Customer database, threats are unauthorized access, data breaches, vulnerability, weak authentication controls, impact 4, livelihood, likelihood 3, and risk is 12 out of 25. Order database, threats are database corruption, DOS attack. Vulnerability, lack of data backup and disaster recovery measures. Impact 5, likelihood 1, and risk is 5 out of 25. Product database. Threats are unauthorized modification, data loss. Vulnerability, insufficient access controls. Impact 4, likelihood 3, and risk is 12 out of 25. Email server. Threats are email phishing, email server downtime. Vulnerability, lack of email filtering mechanisms. Impact 4, likelihood 3, and risk is 12 out of 25. Web server. Web defacement, payment frauds, and vulnerabilities are unpatched software vulnerabilities. Impact 4, likelihood 4, and risk is 16 out of 25. Moving to risk treatments. Talking about customer database, threats are unauthorized access, data breaches, vulnerabilities, weak authentication controls, and risk treatments are multi-factor authentication, regular password updates. Second asset, order database. Threats are database corruption, DOS attack, vulnerabilities are lack of data backup and disaster recovery measures. And treatments are regular backup the customer database, implement reboost disaster recovery procedures. Product database. Threats are unauthorized modification, data loss, vulnerabilities, insufficient access controls. Risk treatments are implement a comprehensive backup, recovery plan for the orders database. Email server. Threats are email phishing, email server downtime, vulnerability, lack of email filtering mechanism, and risk treatments are keep the software and system up to the date with the latest patches. Web server, website defacement, payment fraud, and vulnerabilities are unpatched software vulnerabilities. Risk treatment, regular update, patch the web server software to address vulnerabilities. Moving to next slide, making headquarter network secure by design. Use of firewall or other effective network perimeter security measures to manage incoming and outgoing traffic. Segment the network to keep sensitive data and important assets apart from other network elements. When employees need to access the network remotely, use secure remote access techniques like virtual private networks, maybe called as VPNs. To fix unknown vulnerabilities, update and patch all network hardware on regular basis. Utilize intrusion detection and prevention system IDPS to keep an eye out for suspicious activity in network traffic. Moving to next slide. Possible protection mechanisms. Encrypt sensitive data both in transit and at rest. Conduct a penetration test and vulnerability analysis routine to find and fix secure flaws. Instruct staff member on cybersecurity best practices and educate them on phishing and social engineering scams. Limit user access to sensitive system and data by implementing access restrictions and the least privilege concept. To prevent malware infection, implement powerful antivirus and anti-malware solution. To ensure a prompt and efficient reaction to security incidents, implement a security incident response strategy. Thank you.